Hi. Every interview is different, that's for sure. But, practice makes perfect. So we're gonna have a look at some common questions, yeah? Why should I hire you? Well, because I'm qualified and I'm very passionate about IT or cooking, I don't know. And also I majored in, then you will say what you majored in. So this job is perfect for me. Yeah. Another question could be, why do you want to work for us? Some people say very vague answers. Sometimes it's better to tell some kind of a story, They need to know if you're interested in this particular job or just any job. Okay, so for example, you can say, when I was at university, I used to help international students with whatever, and this passion for helping others, stayed with me, and so I'm very attracted to the international environment in your company. Yeah, try to connect it somehow to their company. How would you, or how would your coworkers, even better, describe yourself? Well, here you have a chance to show that you have some soft skills. So don't lie, okay? They can Google the shit out of you, and they will. It's good to use the method of STAR, that's situation, task, action, and result. Yeah, so put it in a story. Like when we were moving into the new office building, I was in charge of the whole process, and everyone seemed nervous, so I got the budget and I threw a welcome party for all the employees. So therefore, I think that they would call me a team player. Yeah, it's a longer story. Keep it brief. Now, what are your greatest strengths? Well, you have to be honest. That's what they want to hear. And also they're testing for self-awareness. Yeah, so something like definitely my ability to work under pressure. It's good if you're very, strong in your language. Now, what are your greatest weaknesses? Well, weaknesses are, you shouldn't say too many, that's for sure. Don't say too many, but also be real, yeah? And don't talk about anything that is crucial for the job, like when you want to be an au pair and you say that you hate the children. Not very good, right? So better say something like, my presentation skills could use some improvement. That's a good phrase. It could use some improvement. Now, why did you leave your last job? Well, avoid the tendency to, talk trash your past job and your bosses. Say that you have learned a lot, but that now you need a company with room to grow. Yes? Talk about the future, yeah? They can ask you how it happened, so whether you were made redundant because of some reasons, or whether you resigned, so it was your decision, you put in the notice. Now, the notorious, infamous question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Why are they asking you this? They want to know if you're going to leave them soon or, sooner or later. So they need to know if this company is your future or if it's just a stepping stone for you. Okay? Make sure that you don't say something like that you want to take the job of the person who is interviewing you. That wouldn't be very nice. It could be a problem. So you can say like, I see myself focused on I don't know what, or I see myself getting more training in, or handling all my responsibilities without any problems, something like that. Now, how do you work under pressure? This is also quite common. It's good, again, if you give some example, like when we were shifting focus on the Eastern market, I had to drop everything to solve the issues with something. But in the end, it turned out great and blah, blah, blah. Okay, give them some story. Now, it can happen that they catch you unprepared, so you need to maybe buy yourself some time. You can use some cool phrases for that. I often say, for example, well, it depends. You can just say, it depends, or you can say, it depends on, and continue, specify. Or just, hard to say, or I'm not 100% convinced, or I'm not 100% sure if I understand your question, or oh, I haven't given it a thought. This is interesting. Give me 1 second. Let me think about that. I'll think about that. Yeah, or turn it against them. Like, what do you mean exactly? Or can you expand on that? Yeah. All right. So don't be scared. There's no bad answer. Just good luck. Yeah, and practice saying answers to these sentences. Practice makes perfect.